Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy Challenge with Siena. If you like this kind of videos, be sure to like and share this video and to subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. So I've managed to negotiate with the board to convince them to add the youth setup benefits to this link with our Danish club. So we now have the possibility of players from their academy coming to us to train, and we can benefit from some of their players coming through our youth intakes, which is useful indeed, because it's a Danish team and Denmark is normally pretty good for that sort of thing. Still, I'm not taking it for granted. We hope to do better. That being said though, we've actually had about 6 games since we last met. Shall we talk about them? So the first game we had was actually a 3-3 draw against Lex. So they took the lead inside 7 minutes, so gave themselves in front, 1-0 in the game. We do, however, score the next 3 goals. Mangoni with the equaliser inside 30 minutes, his first of the season, good goal from him. And then in the second half, literally 2 minutes in, Musu does this. Goes running from his own half and scores that goal. Very good finish from him. He is really good with these sort of goals. Then we had a penalty ourselves, and Conte made it 3-1. I thought it was game over and we had won this game. No, Musu, who scored the best goal of the day, actually made a mistake to give them the chance to get a goal back. It's 3-2. And then in the 90th minute of the game, they score from this free kick. It's a bit fortuitous that it goes in, but Lazino, with a very good effort, top corner, were unlucky. I say we're unlucky. They had an XG of 4.43 and 26 shots on goal to our 10. If anything, we're lucky not to have lost. But again, we're showing really good defensive fortitude. At least the keeper was showing how good he was in goal. And even though he conceded 3, he got a rating of 7.6. It's just a shame that our team were not as good as they should have been on the day. We'd lost the chance to win the first game of the season against Lazio, one of the better teams in the division. In the next game, we made no mistake. We won 3-0 against Genoa. Ishan with the ball across the first and foremost to find MacLeod, who scores his first of 2 goals in this game. And I was very happy indeed. And it was in the 64th minute of the game where 2-0 up, Brazzoni plays us across, finds MacLeod, who is showing why he's so talented and why he is so highly regarded by the club. We do make it 3 in the 75th minute of the game. Musu finds Vietina, who scores his first of the season, coming off the bench to make it 3-0. A good win, very much deserved. We had an XG of 2.03, they had an XG of 0.4, so we showed we can score. It's just a shame that we don't always do this, you know? I'd like it if we could do this more often, but apparently we're not consistent enough, so. If only we could do this against the bigger clubs and not just worry about this being against the smaller clubs, as I call teams like Genoa, even though they're pretty good. So we then went to AC Milan and we lost by 3-1. The first goal they scored was a really good finish. Zarate with the goal, and they scored a penalty in the 25th minute. They scored a penalty in the 25th minute of the game to make it 2, and it's 3-0 before the end of the half. Martin on the ball, plays it across, and I've got to say, keeper's done an absolute howler there, because Sarati should not have been allowed to have this sort of chance. We do, however, make it 3-1. Mangoni scores his second of the season. He can be very good at times, along with MacLeod. So it feels like our wingers could be our main source of goals. And funny enough, we had 19 shots in this game and 13 on target. How we didn't win this game, I'll never know. So, despite Milan having the better chances, the penalty being included in this, we were actually the better team in terms of creating chances and creating good chances, and yet we didn't do ourselves justice, and we should have at least got a point. So, defensively, we need to wake up a few times, and with the keeper making the mistakes he did, I've got to look at him and say, terrible goalkeeping. Basilico had a 6.3 rating. It showed that maybe he is no longer good enough for the team. We then hosted Juventus and we lost this game by 3-2, but not before we gave him a bit of a challenge. Keeper makes a save, but it goes straight to the player to make it 1-0, and in the 24th minute of the game, Juventus get themselves a second. Dida finds Perez finds back in the net, top corner. Keeper can't do much about that. However, we start to fight back. In the 55th minute of the game, we make it 2-1. Mangoni plays it back to Calandri, who plays it through, and he finds MacLeod, his third of the season. Good chance from him. We do, however, make it 2-2. So we've equalised. John Bot scored his first goal in a while. Apparently he was on a goal drought, so that's a good sign to come back. Unfortunately for us, we concede a late winner in the 85th of the game. Perez gets ahead of the goalkeeper, and this was the moment that I decided Basilico's no longer my first choice goalkeeper. One, it's a stupid mistake to make. The defender's there too, so if the defender doesn't get there, make sure you're in the goal. Don't come out as well, because it looked like a lack of communication, and quite frankly, I was disappointed with him. We should not have lost the game like that, and Basilico's time in the first team has come to an end. Well, we got a goalkeeper who could take his place. He's going to make his debut in the next match, as you'll see now. Our next match is against Bari, and we win this by 1-0. Yes, our new goalkeeper gets a clean sheet. Unfortunately for Bari, we scored thanks to an own goal by Kaisas, so a bit unfortunate that the defender tries to stop the ball from going in and tackles it into his own net. And funnily enough, our goalkeeper, who made his debut, got the Player of the Match award. So yes, Bari had more chances, but we had the better XG, so honestly, even if we hadn't scored their own goal, we probably would have deserved this win anyway. And remember when I told you about this guy, Vittoretti? Yeah, I'm finally taking the bite and finally taking that bullet and making him the first choice goalkeeper. He's actually got 2 clean sheets in his first 2 games, so it makes me wonder why on earth I didn't do this sooner. But he's had a lot of experience with Tanana, 155 appearances for them. So if anything, he's now being given the chance to show why he is desperate to be the first choice goalkeeper. Whether he'll become a good goalkeeper or not, I don't know, but I'm giving him a chance now. So that's all I'm going to say. The last game we had was actually against Calgary, and we won this by 2-0. And Mangoni has an open net that he taps the ball into to give us the first goal of the game, his third of the season. And we do make it to just before the end of the game. Malika plays it back to Caladri, who does that. Very good finish from him, 2-0. Against a Calgary side who finished 7th last year. I was not expecting this kind of result, but I'm happy either way. A good game from our point of view. And another showcase that maybe against a not so great sides, we could be dangerous against them. We have played our 6 matches. Where did all of these results leave us in the table? So we're currently in 8th place, having played a game less than some teams around us. I say that we haven't really. Bologna is the only team that's played a game more than us, and Frosinone have played a game more as well. Frosinone lost to Bologna. Bologna are in 3rd, so we can't be close to them. We're 6 points behind. We've scored 12 goals in the first 6 matches, but conceded 9. However, the last 2 games we've kept clean sheets, which tells me that maybe, look, Federico's not conceded a goal yet in his 2 matches. That's something I'm going to look into. Basilico kept a clean sheet too, but honestly, he's conceded 9 goals. He's conceded 2.2 goals a game, so for me, that tells me maybe I need to drop him and not use him so much. But either way, he conceded 9 goals in 4 matches. It's not great. Kaluxi has actually picked up 4 yellow cards, which is a bit annoying. And goals, we've got 2 players in here, the top 20, Mapali and Magoni, have both got 3 goals each. They're wingers, just to remind you of that. So that's a good sign for us. We have Hellas Verona today, a team that I know we can beat and who have just come up this year. We were actually bottom 1 point in this league prediction. We're now got up to 18th. So yes, Hellas Verona, a good team to face, just to show that we are pretty good. We even sold a player to them in the form of Lucia Bisotto, who left us for them. He's 19. I don't see him playing for us. I've made a decision to get rid of him, and honestly, it's not the end of the world. He's not going to be good enough for us, and it makes sense to get rid of the guy. That being said, looking at the other transfers, we did get rid of Petroni in the end. He is now at Liverpool. I look at him and I think he's inconsistent, which for a goalkeeper is never a good sign. And I've had some problems with inconsistent goalkeepers. And also, he's on 29 grand a week. He's not that good. He's in the under-23s team too, so maybe making him a 4-year deal made them have to give more money to the guy, but I think I've conned them in this. I think I've conned them. Even if he's considered the new Buffon, I don't think he's that good. I really don't think he's that good, even though he's considered a similar player to this guy. How is he considered a similar player to this guy? The guy is better than Petroni in every single department. It's ridiculous. He's similar, but only the fact that he's got the same qualities. He's just a lot worse than he is. So good luck to him, honestly. Good luck to him. We also sold Petromi. He's not going to be good enough. And if Paloma want him, then Paloma can have him. He's playing the under-20 team for them, which also tells you maybe why I'm not so upset by his departure. if he's only good enough for the under-20s team in Palomo's team. Still, we're going to be taking on Hezbollah now. I think we can beat them. I know we can beat them. We're actually only a few games away from 800 games now in charge. After this game, we'll be 9 games away, which might be something we cover. I don't know, but I doubt we will, just because it'll be interesting to say the least. I doubt we'll get to that, actually, but we're going to play this team. Unfortunately, international duty and injuries has kind of caused a few issues, so a bot will not start. Musa, despite not being his best and not being fully fit, will start instead as a complete forward. He's very good there. And unfortunately for us, the complete forward role is only something that 2 of our players can play. So, bit inconvenient, isn't it, really? Remember when I said about Brazzoni and Dye? Yeah, I was going to look at Calandri there instead, but Brazzoni's actually been pretty decent in this role. A 7.1 rating, a 7.09 rating overall. So he's been pretty good. Calusi's already 1 game away from being suspended, which is not great. He's got his average rating of 6.66, so needs to work on that. Oberti, I've actually dropped to the bench for Rossi and Polino. Polino's actually improving even if he is inconsistent, but honestly, Oberti's even worse for his inconsistency as well, and he is being paid a lot more. So I see Oberti not being the first team anymore, even if he's 6'6" and has a lot of height and good jumping reach and good heading. I don't see him being in the first team anymore. I really don't. I mean, I was gonna say slow, but Polino's not much better. He's actually slow in acceleration, but yeah, Polino is just a lot more talented in he's younger and he's got more potential, so it makes sense to throw him in there. Also, Calusi could also play in the centre-back role potentially in the future, but Rossi's going to be there first, and Rossi is just, well, I like the look of Rossi. He has the look, there's a lot of things to like about him. What we're going to do is try and win this game. If we don't win this game, then I'll be slightly disappointed, but at the same time, I'll just use the excuse that we've got injuries, and that's it. So, anyway, let's see how we do against Hez Verona. Okay? Okay, we've got a throw. Calusi takes it, and it's going to find its way to Mapelli. He's been booked already. Thankfully, Calusi's not booked yet, but Brazzoni's also booked as well, which is a bit concerning. I guess with the tactic we're using, we're going to stuck him, which is a little inconsiderate, really. But there you go. Dye finds Calusi, finds Dye, cuts inside, plays across. No one's there now. Hez Verona have a chance to counter, potentially. It looks like it. And good takeoff from Molina, but unfortunately gets back to the player, and Kajelli denied by a goalkeeper who's yet to concede a goal so far. So good stuff from him. Just a shame that we haven't done well defensively. There you go. Throw in now, and hopefully we can get rid of this and not have an issue. If we need to go more attacking, we can go more attacking, and they have a chance, and we're going more attacking, aren't we? Giovanni Balloni has scored his first goal of the season. That is disappointing. I'm just going to say it here now. We are going to do this and go and do this. I know it's early, but I have the opportunity to do this and just to throw men forward because I feel like we should be beating this team. I really do. And we need to do this. We need to do this. So let's go ahead and make it so we can destroy this team. Yes? It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Really nice indeed. As we have a chance. It might just be from the fact I've just changed tactics, but again, I don't want to lose this game. And it's straight to the goalkeeper anyway, so what can you do? And there we go, immediately a highlight. Magoni, Mapelli. Wow, they were playing the wrong size. Here's Magoni. That's a penalty. Surely. Thank you. Can you give it the penalty to me? Officially give it. He wasn't even, there was no one on the ball. The ball was not even anywhere near him. And there you go, penalty given. That's good. We've got ourselves a penalty. A chance to equalise almost immediately after we change this system. And who is this? Oh, Rossi's taking the penalty again. He scores the penalty. Yeah, Rossi's become my penalty taker as of late. And I don't know if I like it or not, but he's actually one of our best penalty takers, which is kind of damning when our centre-back, yes, our centre-back, is potentially our best penalty taker. But again, it is what it is. It's not ideal, to say the least, is it? We got a corner again. I feel like as soon as we make this change to go to this formation, we've gone better. But there you go. Malika. Go and do... Oh, that's a good ball. Vitani's offside, though, you idiot. Oh, it's a good ball, too. It's annoying that he's offside. But what can you do? Okay, let's start with the highlight with a throw. Hopefully, now we don't concede. Malika's got the ball. Musa on the ball now. Malika. And Mangoni. I think ever since we went to this tactic, it might have actually worked wonders for us. I don't know, but Mapelli We're on the ball again. We have a chance to get ourselves a second. We should have got one earlier, but... Oh, that's well done. Die. Plays it off the line. But Sony scores anyway. It doesn't matter. It was off the line, cleared, and now we've got ourselves a second, and we are now 2-1 up. Keeper with annoyed. Defense, you're going to say, how do you feel about the situation right now if you were the defenders at Verona, honestly? And how would you feel if you're the manager watching that going? You'd be furious, wouldn't you? I do like the fact we have an extra formation we can turn to if we need. Oh my god, that's amazing. Francisco Dye has done that. When he scores, he tends to come out with a really good range of finishes, and that's just another example why he's so good. Francisco Dye has done it again. What a goal. What a finish that is from Dye, honestly. We got a corner now, and Mangoni's taken it. He's played across to Polino. Vertini's at the post. We should have more goals. That is how good we're playing right now. They got a free kick. We've actually taken Moose off because of bots. Not because he's tired, and the bot is who's also tired. He's also come on the pitch now, and we've got the ball forward. Vertini. Oh, there we go. We didn't even win it, but we get it anyway. Mangoni in the ball. What can he do right now? As a winger who's playing an inverted winger, finds Bizzoni. Could play across. Oh yes, chance to Die. Die goes for goal. Oh, imagine if he scored again. We've got another throw. Bondi's now on the pitch for the first time this season. As I literally talk about it, he comes up. Novella finds it out wide to Malika. Here's Bizzoni. So both our strikers have been changed due to tiredness and such. And look at this. We're just making them confused, it feels like. Malika, not the best ball cross, was it? And Dye's going to get this back. So we are pending them back in their own half. And this is what I like. We can literally switch things up formation-wise if we needed to. Here's Bizzoni. Can keep going. Has done. Finds Bondi. Plays across. Maybe not the best ball ever. Now, maybe... Actually, this could go against us. Bagnoli. Oh, Bizzoni. He's got himself sent off. Oh, I hate him sometimes. I really do. He's so talented as well. But now I guess it means that we can't use him for the time being. We're gonna have a hole in our midfield. I even told him to ease off his tackles too, and he gets himself sent off like that. Typical, really. How do I change this? How do I go about doing this? Because I don't really have anyone that can come on. I've used all my substitutes too, so we're gonna play the next 50 minutes with 10 men. This is going to go bad, isn't it? Okay, so nothing's happened apart from this corner, which is started now. Bondi's now been booked as well. And Novella's... Well, Rossi's scored again. So that's bad goalkeeping. And it's actually Rossi's 6th goal in the league. And it's actually his 7th goal overall. So he's now become one of my top goal scorers ever. So that's bad defending. 35 players have got 7+ goals for us now. And yeah, keepers should not have let that go to Rossi. And we scored with despite being down to 10 men. It's 4-1. We're down to 10 men, we get a 4th. Novella feel like he should have got a goal there, but again, that's a good performance. And I'm going to say here and now, I think we should be avoiding relegation this year. Unless we have a massive collapse, we should be good. Right? Yeah, and the defender got 2 goals. That's really good, isn't it? So yeah, the fact we came from behind too is kind of impressive. But yeah, we are now in 4th place because of the games we've played. And we've had an extra game in our back pocket. So... I think we could be doing good. With 10 points cleared of the relegation zone, having played a game more than some teams, but Hellethrow are in the relegation zone, so that's fine. We've beaten Bari, we've beaten Genoa. I just realised that 3 of the teams we've beaten this season are in the relegation zone. The only team we've beaten that are not in the relegation zone is Calgary. That's kind of bad when you think about it, isn't it? Okay, let's get going with this. Still, we're going to end this here. Hope you guys have actually enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys like and share this video, and that you also subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. Anyway, until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.